Welcome back into the Top Buffs Countdown. We're all the way up to number 8, and this is where wide receiver Bryce Bobo comes in. A couple publications think he's the number 1 pro prospect on the team. I don't know if I quite agree with that, but he certainly had a good bounce-back season as a junior.
Yeah, I mean, he's a little new on the scene in terms of production for the NFL typically, but his physical traits, I think he probably does have the best NFL skill set there. Incredibly quick, very difficult to tackle on the first step. Hands obviously haven't been something that we've seen consistently, but the last year had incredible one-handed plays, made SportsCenter top 10 a couple different times. He has a chance to have a huge year. Obviously, there's a lot of other people trying to feed themselves as well in that wide receiver core, so we'll have to see how it plays out. But, I mean, what an incredible story. A guy from who they were looking at switching over to defense at the beginning of camp last year to a guy who was incredible for this team last season. One of the most improved kids I've seen from year to year at Colorado in a long time.
All right, up to number 7, one of my favorite guys on this list, Timmy Lynott Jr. You couldn't have possibly asked for him to do anything more as a redshirt freshman. Really athletic lineman who you see him pulling out of that right guard spot, and it seems like they're going to give him another year at that guard spot before he moves into center.
Yeah, just comfortability, I think, to try to get him a little bit bigger, a little more physically ready for this game. Stud, though. Technically very sound. Always seems like he's in the right spot, using him on pulls, which is really unusual for a freshman to be that advanced in the offensive scheme, I feel like. If he's here for all 4 years, he's going to be an All-American candidate, I think, by the time he's done.
It's too bad he doesn't play tackle, as we saw in the spring game, him going out there one-on-one, catching a touchdown pass. He's got some soft hands as well. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get to see that on game day. At number 6, Derek McCartney, coming back from that torn ACL. Didn't practice this spring, but all reports are that he should be good to go during camp, and they need him at that outside linebacker spot.
Yeah, he was actually a tough one for me to rank because I think talent-wise he's easily a top 10 guy, but you just never know coming off an injury how things are going to shake out for him. He's a little bit bigger than I think he's been in years past. He's going to be asked to play a different role. With Jimmy Gilbert gone, I think he needs to be a little bit better as a pass rusher than he has been in his career so far. But he's best at setting the edge, more as a run defender. So it'll be interesting to see how they try to use him this season. But I think for this defense to really be successful, he does have to have a monster year.
And, of course, another guy they're really going to lean on heavily from a leadership standpoint with so many new guys starting on defense. The last guy in this group is the starting quarterback, Steven Montez. I had him 5th. Tyler, you had him 6th. William had him 4th. He has gotten the keys of this offense. We'll see what he does with it.
Definitely. Freak athlete, physical traits off the charts, NFL arm, basically anything you'd ask for in a young quarterback. It's just a matter of experience. And, it seemed last year when he had consistent playing time and he knew he was going to start going in, that he had a huge year, or a huge game, sorry. He was going to have some rookie mistakes, I think, this season. It'll take a little bit for him to get going, but I think he has a chance to be special here. And this upcoming year, he's going to lead a pretty powerful offense, so they've given him the tools to be successful, certainly.
He reminds me a little bit of Patrick Mahomes in the sense that he's going to do some things that only a couple guys in college football can do.
Yeah.
But there are times when you have those physical abilities. Sometimes, like we saw him throwing off the back foot, that he can get a little lazy with the mechanics. And every once in a while, you're going to want to pull your hair out. But by and large, this is going to be a really fun guy to watch out there on the field this season. That's the end of this group. Just one more group left.